Hi guys, Model Mupper here. How you doing? Well, we have a news announcement from Naughty Dog that patch 102 is in the works, and I think it's sort of waiting for authentication and to be approved for release, and I reckon it's going to be out in a couple of weeks. So, what is this patch going to give us? Well, apparently, the only thing that they've actually confirmed so far is new playlists. And by that, we're referring to no new game modes, but extra playlists. Now, I don't know how I feel about this. I can understand what they've done. What they've done is they're doing a kind of lone wolf mercenaries game mode. Because what's happening at the minute is people like myself who team up with mates are coming against lots of teams of, just random people. And so we're all communicating as a team. And generally speaking, the other team isn't. And most of the time, we're winning because of that. So, yeah, I can understand that it's not fair on the lone wolf type people. Part of me thinks, though, that, this is a team focus game, and I don't understand what the problem is in making friends with some people and grouping up with some people. I don't see why that is so hard. But anyway, that's that's individual choice. If that's what people want to do, that's what people want to do. It's not up to me to tell them to get a life and get some friends. No. The problem though is that we're hoping that we're going to get more game modes, because at the minute there's only 2 game modes, and both of those aren't really that different. They're the same game mode, except one of them you only get 1 life per round, and other than that there's no other difference. So I think there's a lot of us are hoping for stuff like some kind of capture the flag type of variant, you know what I mean, or something a bit of an objective based game mode. Now the problem with introducing more player lists is that if you then introduce more game modes, the player pool really starts to get diluted. Do you know what I mean? So it makes it kind of harder to get games. I don't know. It's a relatively new game. Most people seem to like it. Most people do seem to have some criticisms, which is fair enough. I don't know. I think they should have stuck to their guns of the original release. Uncharted 3 never had a mercenaries mode, but then again, that did get criticism from some people. We can't just have games set up to be the way that Muddle Muppet wants them. Although that does sound actually like a good idea. So what's your thoughts, guys? How many of you would actually like this mercenaries mode? How many of you think that we'd be better off of having a new game mode instead? Like a proper new game mode. Something, like I say, a capture the flag type variant. It just seems like, only a team deathmatch mode is a little bit limited for what they could have done. There's some classic game modes out there that work for any game. A domination mode would have worked for this. In fact, I think a domination mode would have worked very, very well. Maybe we'll see them. Just because they're releasing these playlists obviously doesn't mean that they're not going to do any future game types. You see that sneaky bastard coming at the back of me? Ignored all my mates together and went and got me. Never mind. Never mind. I didn't do too bad in this game. Didn't do too bad at all. Had a terrible days playing yesterday though in the main. Do you ever get like a day when just everything goes wrong? Well, that's the day I was having yesterday. I've said this before though, it makes it all the sweeter when you have good games. You know what I mean? If every game you have is a win, it gets boring. If every game you're the MVP, that gets boring. So yeah, I don't mind having some bad games now and again. Oh, actually, tell you what, while I've got some gameplay going, there is something that I'm going to talk about that is really boiling my piss. And this metagame thing. Now, for those of you who are just watching the videos and haven't actually played this, there's a kind of a side game in that you have to keep your population growth up. And there's rewards if you can get it to be over 100. You know, I forget exactly where the rewards come in. It might be 105, I think it is. You get a different helmet, that kind of thing anyway. But I'd finished my second run through of week 12. And at the minute, it seems to be entirely random what missions you get to affect your clan. Now, there's one of the mission types will be that even if you meet all the objectives, you lose 20% of your clan. And that's not bad if it comes up every so often. But I had 8 of those in that 12-week run. I don't know anyone who's come anywhere near close to that. And you know what? That was really, let's say, it was just totally boiling my piss, because there should be some kind of limitation on that. That effectively made it impossible. I shouldn't have shivved him really, because I thought I had a melee weapon. But I hadn't. It had broken. Should have made sure of that, but never mind. So I don't know what else the patch is going to bring us. I don't know how much longevity the game will have without some more game modes. I'm not getting bored of it yet, don't get me wrong. I'm totally enjoying it. Totally enjoying it. And when it works well, it works very well. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know why I'm running into melee people when I've got no melee weapon. Maybe because I'm an idiot. Anyway, when I've done this video, I'm still going to be going on. Try and kick some ass. See if it's possible. See if I can get my clan above that level. Seriously though, it was so annoying. It just kept coming up. Every time I got like near 100 people, I would get this mission where I was going to lose 20. And there's nothing I could do about it. No, you can't see. And now I'm going to shift you. Like that. There we go. Should have ran away a bit quicker there. Still loving the violence in this game. I was reading on the forums though that apparently the EU version is slightly cut. And I mean, in the single player campaign, there's a lot more graphic violence. You know, limbs come flying off from bombs and that sort of thing. And that's been cut out of the EU single player version, but it hasn't been cut out the American version. Bit of a shame. Now, the EU is made up of loads of different countries, as I'm sure you're all aware. I think Germany mainly has the highest sort of censorship on games.
I'm all done. Let's go.
So that basically means if Germany decide they don't want ultra violence in games, other countries aren't going to get a choice in that. Not cool. Not cool at all. I like my violence in games. Nothing we can do about it. It's the way it is. What it is what it is. Oh, run, 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 Forrest. There we go. I go down. Anyway, I've got, what's that, 10 downs? Yeah, that's alright. I can live with that. Alright guys, this is Muppet out. Take it easy. Bye.